leads me to another question I have going into the season, or to the end of the season, I should say. What's going to be the most entertaining championship game this weekend? And I will give you some options. Okay? And you can go straight up, with the team that I think you're going to pick, or you can just be like, I don't know, I want carnage. Because it's Ohio State and Northwestern, in which case we only get chaos and carnage if Northwestern beats Ohio State, which is not likely, as Northwestern has the least, they have the widest spread of any conference championship game this year. Wider than Alabama and Florida, which is a 16.5. Ohio State is a 21.5 point favorite against Northwestern. USC is a 1 point favorite against Oregon, right? We also have the Big 12 championship. Oh, here's a stat. I'm going to throw this one out to you. There are 4 losses that are going to get played in the Big 12 championship. Okay? 4 losses. There are 4 losses total across the American, the Sun Belt, the Big 10, and the Pac-12 championship games.
Parody. That's what I love to hear.
God! And we
once again, that's 2 knives that have been sharpened by each other.
So when you say, yeah, this is the year where you could say, we got a belt, you want to play for it. I mean, somebody got to be Big 12 champion. This is how it feels.
Somebody's got to walk off the field with the last win of the conference season. Absolutely, you're absolutely correct. Earlier, whenever I brought it, was like, hey, you got to throw an asterisk at people.
Right.
Sometimes you got to be benevolent with it. It's like, we realize that stuff's been tough. I just want you to know that we don't think that you're bad, but this year might also was just bad. Here, have this.
No, my name is Dabo Swinney, and my name is Dan Mullen, and we should have played fewer games.
Shift 8 all the time. Shift 8. Yeah, if I had to choose anybody, I'm picking Alabama of Florida. Florida's like it's fun football. After that, maybe Ohio State and Northwestern, because Ohio State does have a weakness, and you could see a story happening in front of your eyes.
But Northwestern can't exploit it. That's the problem. That's the problem. It's like I'm pointing at Northwestern saying, throw it, run seams and flag routes. Isolate the safeties. Go for it. You can have it. And Pat Fitzgerald and Northwestern gonna be looking at me like, we can't make those passes. Well, you know that we gotta play old man pro football. We gotta make like it's 1986.
You have to have the requisite amount of luck.
You're gonna need, that's what LSU got. LSU got the requisite amount of luck. They got 3 interceptions out of Kyle Trask, and they got Marco Wilson literally throwing the game away. and then, still super underrated because we were all having too much fun with Marco Wilson tossing his shoe. Cade York nailed a 57-yarder in the fog. Yo, Ron, he couldn't see the uprights. He said, nah, it's cool. I got this Superman X-ray vision. And I
know they are.
Got this anvil for a leg. Because, it looked good from 65. It was straight. It was true. It was money. It was new. Just bang. And I'm like.
That's what tells me that he wasn't even looking at the uprights. He said, I'm hitting this.
I'm just going to bond this. Just say, hey, give me, let the big dog eat. Give me.
Full sin, 10/10.
Right? We just, either we're going to get there in 1 on this par 5, or we're going to crush a car. We're going to lose this in the trees. Well, it's all or nothing right now, baby. That's what we're doing. And that man yanked it. It was, And I'm looking at that going, and then, Florida had half a second there to try to make something happen. And then they had a kicker. They gave that kicker a shot. Kicker pulled it wide left. To which my favorite comment on the video that I posted, reacted to it later Sunday morning, 1 a.m. was, Sarah Fuller makes that kick for Florida. It was just, that is when this community is amazing. Right there. The channel comments community was like, nope, I got you, RJ. Sarah Fuller makes that kick for Florida. I had to catch my breath. I had to catch my breath when I read that. I came unglued. I was howling. It's almost as good as Piers Morgan saying, "Why did everybody keep calling me the bag lady from Home Alone 2?" The pigeon lady.
No, I missed that one.
She had all the pigeons on top of her. She was like the person that was scaring Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone 2.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Yeah. People keep asking Piers Morgan if he's her.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. No. Money. Needed that. Needed that. But no, so outside of that, I think Coastal Carolina ULL is going to be fun because that game was close the first time they played. ULL's got a coach that has been in the running to get a job somewhere for like a hot year, Billy Napier. I also think that the American could be fun because Tulsa's all defense, and it's which version of Zach Smith are you going to get?
Right. See here, when you posed that to me, you gave me those choices, but heavily weighted towards the people that are at the top. But
Sure.
let me tell you, there's not a more entertaining team in all of America than the University, or not team, teams that play games than University of Tulsa. It's a cardiac situation every week.
Mm-hmm. And since you're getting all of that.
Yeah, when you say handing Cincy a loss, it's like, well, if they do, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Games at 2:30 on ESPN. For those of you that want to know, I'm pissed that Ohio State and Oklahoma both play at 11 a.m. Big 12 championship and the Big 10 championship. One's on Fox, one's on ABC. Of course, the SEC championship is at 7 o'clock that night. And I think Coastal Carolina and ULL play at 2 o'clock also. So, just in case you were wondering, right, with the exception of whenever Alabama plays, the prime slots are 11 a.m., the booty slot is 2:30, and then the okay slot is 7 o'clock because most of y'all get up in the morning, go eat your cereal, and then plop in front of the football game with the thinking that y'all will keep watching the same channel the rest of the day because you're just lazy. I don't know. It couldn't be me. I got three screens going. So I'm going to get mine. I only get 12 of these. Hell, if
2 phones, iPad, laptop, and 2 TVs.
About to say, if you're an Ohio State fan, you only get 6 of these. And one of them is the Big Ten championship. Nah, I'm here for it. All right, Ron, you got anything else you want to get in? You want to get off your chest? Because we didn't talk about this movie Safety at all.
I'm still working my way through how I feel about Safety. I don't like it, but that just might be me and not liking Disney family sports movies. And I have the small little project where I'm going back and watching a lot of football movies. And because I think the last football movie that I watched that as it came out might have been the Titans. That might be that might be that might be the last football movie that I watched, as it was new. Because there's been a whole bunch that come out, a lot of faith-based movies. I haven't watched them, but anyway, go watch Safety. Tell RJ what you think. He's not on Twitter. That's all I got.
Not enough cussing in that movie.
There wasn't.
Not enough cussing in that movie. All this yelling, ain't enough cussing in this movie. Also, put on Ron's tombstone, never volunteer for cardio.
Oh, wow. Well, if whatever. You said whatever context you need to. I stand by it.
There you go. All right. That's going to do it for us. Catch y'all